Anna in East Setauket, New York. Do I have that right, Anna? Listening on Sirius XM?
Yes, thank you for the call, listening to the call.
Sure.
I'm not on the radio now, but I'm continuing on the phone. My concern is this, especially since the other day, Mr. Trump announced very loudly Barack Hussein Obama.
Right.
Everybody is concerned about, well, where does he get this stuff? Where does he get these following? Where does he get his followings from? He's always the disenfranchised economic people, and I don't really think that that's the full picture, and I'd like your spin on it. What I hear is that is a direct quote from, I don't know if I should name him, but one of the talk radio right-wingers, okay? They fuel these people. They've been fueling them for 20 years, and now we're saying, oh, everybody's just angry. They've been building this base for 20 years, and nobody's doing anything about that. They're letting them lie since Reagan deregulated the airways, as far as I could see. And I don't understand why we don't make that connection, why we just keep saying that it's disenfranchised, angry people. They've been angry since they listened to nothing except that aspect of our institutions, and I was just wondering what we can do about this to change it. He copied that directly.
Interestingly, I did a daily take on that on TV last night. You can find the YouTube probably over on our website. In fact, almost certainly. But basically, yeah, I've been saying for decades that the cancer at the core of many of our political problems is right-wing hate radio and Fox so-called news. And
exactly.
And you know, Fox so-called news is a little more problematic. It's, you know, but right-wing hate radio is really has only proliferated across the United States because it's been heavily subsidized by right-wing foundations, right-wing corporations, right-wing billionaires, and that there's basically two companies that own the vast majority of all the radio stations in this country, and they are highly politicized, and they choose to put right-wingers on the air, period, full stop. I mean, there are a few stations owned by those companies that have this program, but they're very few and far between. And I don't think that serves the interest of the American people, although, you know, the folks who own those networks or those corporations would argue that it serves their bottom line.
So you don't think we can change this?
I think we can. I think that we need to bring back ownership rules, you know, which would break up some of the big media monopolies. I think we need to bring back local ownership rules for radio and television media. Although the fact of the matter is that probably nothing's going to happen on this because radio and television are becoming less and less relevant over time as the internet takes on a much larger role. One of the things I'm finding, I mean, I'm looking at my board here, and of the 10 calls we've got, I've got 3 that are well, if you consider Sirius, you're listening on Sirius XM. I've got 4 calls now that are actually from radio stations. Everybody else is either watching Free Speech TV or listening on the internet. It's you know, 5 years ago, I would get maybe 1 person watching or listening on the internet a day calling.
Right.
Now it's solidly a third of our callers. And it's not just this program. This is happening right across the spectrum. So, you know, local radio is still really important, and we really value our local affiliates and do everything we can to support them. Any of our commercial radio stations, I'm always pleased to record, you know, spots for their advertisers at no cost, and we turn them around in 24 hours. Our nonprofit stations, our Pacifica affiliates, we record fundraisers for them and things like that. Same thing with Free Speech TV.
So
we try to support them all, but I think that the whole gestalt is changing. I'm sorry, say what, Anna?
I said, how do we go back? I'm 73 to journalism, so journalistic standards.
Oh, that was the Fairness Doctrine.
All have the same.
There was a requirement in the Federal Communications Act of 1929, as I recall, that said that radio and television stations had to program in the public interest in order to get their licenses renewed every year. Reagan stopped enforcing that in 1987, and President Obama literally took it off the books, removed it from the Federal Communications Code last year. So you know, that's just not there anymore. I think, though, that some sort of, you know, programming in the public interest provision should make its way into law. I'm just not sure how it can be done now. It's so much, you know, there's so much toothpaste out of the tube right now. You know what I mean?
Right. I just feel I can't talk to anybody because we all have different facts and nobody believes one another.
Yeah.
And then when I heard him say because it disturbed me. I listen to them. My neighbors get mad at me, but I listen to them because I feel like I need to hear what they're saying. When I heard him say Barack Hussein Obama, I think that's the exact way that the hate radio people speak about him for 8 years.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's no secret.
And it's a dog whistle to the misanthropes, to the haters, you know, to the fearful, to the Islamophobes, to, you know.
Right.
That's all it is. It's just dog whistle. This is Reagan in 1980 in Philadelphia, Mississippi, talking about states' rights. It's just that when Reagan did it, he did it with a patina, you know, a little thin veneer of sophistication. Donald Trump isn't even bothering with that. Anna, thank you for the call.
Right.
Thank
you very much.
You're welcome. It is a big issue, and I don't have an instant answer.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.